So tell me, this was a little bit ago, because I know you've already had some of your treatments and things like that, but it basically started with a Bridgerton party, is that right?
It did start with a Bridgerton party. My friend insisted that I go to a Bridgerton pop-up event. So a couple of friends and I got all dolled up and went to an event and had a blast, enjoyed ourselves, and came home and I noticed something was not right in my breast, and I thought it was just from the, push-up bra that I was wearing. And after a few days that it was still there, I went to Dr. Google, because what person doesn't do that, right? And of course, something popped up, and I was like, well, I guess that's the only thing. Well, I guess that it shouldn't be what it is. So I sent a note over to my doctor, and he's like, yeah, let's get you in. And so they set up an appointment for a couple days later. And I also am very blessed that a very dear friend of mine, Tanya, is an oncologist. So I reached out and I talked to her as well. She said I was doing all the right things. So I went and saw my doctor, Dr. Molitor, and he immediately was, hey, pulled out a tape measure, measured. I was like, okay, this is exactly what I think it is. I left there. He left me with some references with a surgeon. Said, we're going to get you a mammogram. We're going to do all these things. The next week I was in getting a mammogram. A couple days later, a biopsy. Waited a day, and the next day, which was actually May 20th, I was diagnosed with DCI.
What does DCI stand for?
Ductal, invasive ductal carcinoma.
Okay. Obviously, no one needs that phone call. No one wants that phone call, right?
No.
I mean,
No.
you've been through. But it sounds like, according to your friend that you called, as well as your doctor, I mean, you did the right thing, right? I mean, had
Yeah.
you not noticed it before? Like, were you racking your brain? Like, has this always been here? I mean, describe what you were. It was a dent, is that right?
Yeah, it looked like a dent or like a dimple. And, who would have thought that a dimple would be a sign of breast cancer? It's always, are you doing your monthly checkups? Are you feeling around? Or is it, is it something that you notice in your mammogram and your doctor tells you? You don't think there's all these other different kinds of signs of breast cancer. So to have just this little dimple tell you that this is something bad, I'd never heard of anything like this before. So I really wasn't surprised when they told me. So I was like, okay, well, let's take care of this. Let's do what we need to do. And the wonderful thing with the doctors over with Condell is it was, hey, 30 days, we're going to get this rolling. This is what we're going to do. And it was boom, boom, boom. And I didn't have to wait around and be anxious and be nervous. It was wonderful.
So not to jump ahead, but obviously in my minute and 45 seconds, I'm going to have to go light fast.
Yes.
Light
yes.
years fast. At this point, so now it's almost been exactly 1 year, right? That
Yes.
we're coming up on the anniversary.
Yeah.
How are you feeling now? Where are you at in the stage of your treatment?
I'm feeling really well. I have good days and bad days. It'd be nice to have a day that I don't hurt in some way, shape, or form. I just finished my reconstruction surgery on April 7th. I have one more surgery later on this year, and then I should be just long-term care. So tamoxifen, probably for the next 10 years, that I take every day, and then monitoring, visiting with my radiation oncologist, and then hopefully my friend Colleen, which will be great, and then just getting regular checkups. And
so why did you want to share your story? What, I mean, I know I was talking to Grace, and just, I know why, but to people out there, why did you think it was important?
I think it's important. I think there's a misconception of the signs of breast cancer. And mine was, I never would have thought in a million years that a dimple would have led me here. I think that when I was diagnosed at 48, I was like, I'm too young for this. And I found in my support group that I go to, there's women that are in my group that are in their mid-30s with young babies that have really horrible kinds of breast cancer. And it's happening to our community younger and younger and younger. And we need to be more mindful of watching and advocating for ourselves, because I think some of us are maybe being dismissed on knowing what our body is telling us, and we need to listen.
So when you, right now, obviously it was this Bridgerton party, we'd go, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask, like, do you feel like that event, that dress up, being able, may have saved your life? Because could you have dismissed it had you not sort of had to wear a different bra that you normally don't wear?
I probably would have dismissed it for a bit longer, because I was a sports bra kind of gal. I in the shower, out of the shower, put the sports bra on, going and doing my thing. I probably would not have noticed it for quite a bit longer. So I'd have to say, if it wasn't for my dear friend Mia and dragging me to that Bridgerton event where I had a great time, that helped save my life.
I've seen the pictures. You look beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
And I don't want to make you cry, but I think that it does. Sometimes it is the strangest things, right? That spark something, or that trigger the event that makes all the difference.
Yeah, it's those weird moments in your life that happen along your path, that happen for a reason, and and then those great, wonderful people that come into your life, that do it for you. So.
Okay. And tell me about, really quickly before I end this, tell me about Colleen. What has she provided for you on this journey that no one, again, wants to go down? And I know she's right there, so we don't want to embarrass her. We're going to talk to her as well.
Oh, I'm happy to embarrass Colleen anytime.
So tell me how that's helped you.
Colleen absolutely helped save me by doing one thing. The one major thing that Colleen did for me, besides welcoming me with open arms and telling me everything was going to be okay because she was going to be there to hold my hand, she put my name in for a support group. She didn't say, here's the information. She said, give me your name, here's your last name, here's the information. They're going to call you, and I want you to go talk to them. And I'm still with that support group. I meet with them every week, and some of them are my dearest friends. And if I didn't have them, I would be in a much different place right now. And I think just as much as your ongoing care with radiation or chemo or whatever that is, having a support group of peers of within your community that know how you feel without even saying it is so important to going to the next chapter. It's essential. It's essential. If I didn't have them, I have my family, I have my best friends, I have everyone, like, what can I do? Can I bring dinner? Can I do this? Which is important, but to have that person know what it's like is absolutely wonderful.